Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. Well, it's the 2023 Starter Deck Upgrade Guides. These are the pre-constructed decks that you get via the new player experience in Magic the Gathering Arena. There are 15 in total to collect, and within this playlist, we go through them all within the Alchemy format as well as the Standard format, doing a version for each, as I know people have different tastes. Today, we'll be playing with the Balancing Act. This is the Orzhov Artifact Enchantment build. That is a white and black mid-range deck. We'll break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, the synergies held within it, demonstrating these within our gameplay footage, and of course wrapping up with our final thoughts, deck review, and channel news. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to help support myself as a creator. Enjoy, and let's take a look at the deck. Alright, here we are with the Balancing Act in Alchemy. I'll tell you what, this deck freaking performs, dude. This is a good one. If you're just starting out, you decide, okay, I want to play Alchemy, this is the build for you. Now, I don't really know why it performs so well. It just does. Enchantments, incredibly powerful right now, and the artifacts are getting more and more powerful, literally by the day as we witness the Brothers' War rollout. So, the deck wants to have an enchantment in play and an artifact in play. You know, that's kind of what you're looking to do, and hence the Balancing Act, right? So there's a couple things that will take advantage of that. Primarily, Naomi, Pillar of Order for 5, it's a 4/4, and whenever Pillar of Order enters the battlefield or attacks, if you control an artifact and an enchantment, create a 2/2 Samurai token with the Vigilance, and you know, that's going to be absolutely fantastic. We have the Kami of Terrible Secrets for 4 as a 3/4, and when it enters the battlefield, if you control an artifact and an enchantment, you draw a card and gain 1 life. Well, Soul Transfer's on the table as well for 3 at sorcery speed. Choose 1 if you control an artifact and an enchantment. As you cast a spell, you may choose both. Doubling the value. Exile target creature or planeswalker, returning target creature or planeswalker from your graveyard to your his hand. Alrighty, so then to fill the deck, around those cards, we have a ton of artifact synergy and enchantment synergy. The first that we want to talk about is Michiko's Reign of Truth. Oh my lord! You already know, if you're brand new to the game, this is a good one. You know, take note. Target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each artifact and or enchantment you control. Oh, whoa. And so this is triggering twice. And then you'll exile it and return it as Portrait of Michiko. Its power and toughness are equal to the number of artifact and enchantments that we will control, which is very ridiculous. And again, going along with the deck's synergy. All right, and then, you know, building around that, like I mentioned, the Dockside Chef for 1 is a 1/2 enchantment creature. We can pay 2 to sacrifice an artifact or creature to draw a card. This is going to help propel us through the deck, which we love. There's a Virus Beetle here as an artifact creature, as a 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card, right? So you can see how we're accumulating enchantments, we're accumulating artifacts, creatures, hopefully, and then they have additional value as well. And then it turns on the rest of our deck, which we love to see. Alrighty, so through the Faithful Disciple, we gain access to a bunch of different enchantments that are all very, very powerful in the deck. I want to mention All That Glitters. It's very similar to Michiko. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and enchantment that you control. That's what the deck's about. That's what we're looking for. But again, you know, look at your options. There's some really good stuff in here, like Divine Visitation or making tokens. Now they're 4/4s, things like this, right? So that's freaking deadly, dude. And then the Celestial Vault. Now this is a 1/of in the deck that you just cannot ignore. For 2 mana, pay 1, draft a card from the spell book, exile it face down. This is an artifact which we love for the deck, plus the inherent value that it provides us later on in the game. We can also sacrifice it to put each card that we've already exiled with that first ability into our hand. And would you look at these angels? Angel of Destiny, Resplendent, Angel of Vitality, the Valkyrie, Inventions, Sanctions, Hailbringer, Emancipation. Youthful Valkyrie is even good, you know what I mean? The Marshal, the Enduring, the Savior, like so many mythic angels and rares given to us through that Celestial Vault. It's an uncommon, really easy to spend 1 wild card in it, gain access to all of those more powerful cards, and you know, the ability to play with them, which is fantastic. Moving on, you know, there's Spirit Companion here as an enchantment creature, 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. So again, you know, that creature that is also an enchantment or artifact that, as you know, is also having on top of both of those things some additional value within it, which is cool. Speaking of additional value, and that's I think why this deck is so good, it's all just straight up value. Xander's Wake 4/2 as an enchantment. Whenever one or more creatures you control die, draft a spell from its spellbook. This ability is going to trigger only once each turn, which can be your turn. It can also be your opponent's turn. Opponents. That's what you say when it's your opponent's turn. Anyways, again, similar vibe here to the Vault. You know, just a bunch of really nice cards that you wouldn't typically have access to. The Morbid Opportunist is my favorite to grab, as it is a draw engine. You know, whenever something dies, you're going to draw, and that's just going to be absolutely fantastic. But there's also things like the Bloodthirsty, which we really like, the Visitor, the list goes on, and, you know, again, just really good value because you're going to play those creatures that you're getting from the spellbook, and then when it dies, you're going to get another one from the spellbook, and it's just like literally unlimited value. So speaking of broken enchantments, wedding announcement for 3. And if you attack with 2 creatures, draw a card. If not, make a token. When you do one of these, you'll put a counter on it, accumulate 3 counters, flip it into the festivities. Now all your cards, creature cards, get +1/+1, which is Redogulous. The Restoration of Eiganjo as an enchantment, searching for planes, then discarding and bringing back 2 mana or less permanent into play, which is sick because look at all of them that we have that we just went through. Intapped, bringing back the Beetle, bringing back the Companion, bringing back Michiko, oh no, right? The Faithful Disciple, whatever it happens to be, it's all good. And then exile, return into the Architect. It's going to be a 3/4 Vigilance. When it attacks or blocks, create a 1/1. And you know what we're doing with those tokens, baby. We're Dockside Chef and making some soup. And that's going to be fantastic, getting even more draws, throwing us through our deck, piling on more enchantments, more artifacts, and it's just an avalanche style effect. Okie dokie. So maybe let's talk about some removal really quick. There's the Portable Hole, an artifact. Exile till it leaves play, mana value 2 or less. We love it, we love it, we love it. We have not an artifact or enchantment, but both marches. Ooh-wee. Otherworldly Light and Wretched Sorrow. Exiling artifact, creature, or enchantment with mana value X or less, and then dealing X damage and gaining X life to creature or planeswalker. Both of them can have their casting costs reduced by discarding from your hand non-land permanents of that color into exile, right? By 2, which is fantastic. So a nice way to gain additional value, and you know, just fantastic removal spells at instant speed. We love it, we love it, we love it. The Spirit Realm, for 3 mana, when it enters the battlefield, exile target artifact or creature until it leaves the battlefield. We can channel it for 2 to flicker or bounce something, exiling target artifact or creature, returning it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So, you know, there's all of the ETB effects that we can take advantage of now, right? The Beetle, the Companion, we absolutely love it. The Circuit Mender, the Comedy of Terrible Secrets. There are a ton of things to gain good value through a flicker effect there. The Wandering Emperor, you know, while we're talking about control, 4 mana, 3 loyalty, flash. When it enters play, you can activate its loyalty abilities at instant speed, fantastic, and it's that -2 effect for the control. Exile, tap target creature, you gain 2 life. Oh, whoa, whoa. Also, additional abilities, +1, is going to give you a +1/+1 counter on creature you control, and first strike for the turn, -1, creating a 2/2 Sammy. We love those Sammys with Vigi. Of course, you know, a few other one-ofs in the deck within that control, you know, feel of the build. The Mysterious Limousine, 4/5 as a 4/4 artifact vehicle, crew for 2, and whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to 1 target creature until it leaves the battlefield. And if a creature is put into exile this way, the one that was previously exiled leaves and re-enters play, which is so good for all of our ETB effects, much like the flicker effect, having it re-enter. Also very good to control our opponent's aggression and just, you know, lock out one of their baddies if we need to, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We've got the gates in the deck. We've got the dual lands for consistency, a roadside for the draw, you already know what it is, and a Soulripper, because why not? It's a 4/3 crew 2 artifact. Yeah, and whenever it attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, it gets +1/+1 and gains menace. Yeah, it's going to take you into lethal. It can trigger a death for the wake, which is pretty cool. You know, send something to the grave to bring back with the restoration. You know, there's a couple different options here, and at the end of the day, it's just pretty good value, right? So that is the deck. I hope you enjoyed. I don't... Oh, Sister's Call and Liesa. For getting some really good cards here, HGG. For 5 mana, at the beginning of your end step, as an enchantment, choose target permanent card in your graveyard. You may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with the chosen card. If you do, return a card with the chosen type from your grave into the battlefield. And then if it would leave the battlefield, it's going to be exiled instead. So, you know, you only get to do that once. But at the end of the day, it's going to give you, again, a free cycle of your artifacts, of your enchantments from the grave back into play. You know, the Mender is a really good target here, right? Like, sacrifice some artifact, the Mender, bring another Mender back, and, you know, the show goes on and on as you're allowed to cycle those on top of the wake, gaining more value, and it's just a fantastic time to bring the goodies back into play. And then, you know, certainly, last but most definitely not least, the Liesa Forgotten Archangel for 5 as a 4/5 with flying and lifelink. Wow, look at the booty on that girl. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return that card to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step, and if a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead, which is worth its weight in gold. That is so freaking good. And I said certainly last, but it's definitely not, because we have the Lion Sash. I keep forgetting things. For 2 mana, as a 1/1, we can pay 1 exile card from a graveyard. You know, similar function. You know, that graveyard control is very important. And then, you know, getting +1/+1 for each cards that we've exiled this way. And of course, equipped creature will do so as well through the reconfigure of 2. Woo! We talk fast. We don't skip class chat. Thank you so much for watching the Deck Tech. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to help support. And we'll play some Magic and then come back and wrap up with all of, you know, the latest and greatest. Let go! Going first. I like the hand. There's good land and, dare I say, Michiko. We'll play that later, though. We'll start out with this Beetle, and then we'll sash in. It'll be good. We'll have a fun time. Some Magic, a game that we all love. Some days, anyways. Get beetled. Let's get that discard. So, the only thing I don't want to see here is that Goblin Aether Flux hub, or I don't even know what it's called. I just know that I hate it. You get to draft a Gobo every turn or something. Alright, getting a head start on Brothers War here, I see, with the Coalition Construct. I've not even looked at that card. I literally have never seen that card in my life. www.whatisthatcard.com. No blocks, you can have it. Flux Array, that's the name. I hate it. It's a good card. Good card. Maybe I should read these cards, I don't know. Coalition Construct for 3 is a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. It is that type in addition, so Goblin. Whenever it enters the battlefield or another creature you control of the chosen type, and creature cards that are in your hand. Oh wow, that's just like all of the Gobos. Alright, they're gonna smash us in the eyeball. You know? Take that scry. Stays on top. They like what they see. And I'm going to, you know, be a bit of an aggro deck myself. We like it. Don't want to kill that Trap Finder, really, anyways. And then Lion Sash. Ooh. Okay. Spirit Realm. Okay. I enjoy it, though. I'm always down for a good goblin deck. Always down to get gobbled, you know? We will exile their construct. Because it's annoying, and I hate it! Hit with that Mender, let's go. Kumano in play, Etching. Very, very good card. Whenever anything dies that is dealt damage by a source our opponent controls, we go into exile. Another Trap Finder. This one was snagged from the last one. It has haste and no self-sacrifice. This Horde Master is good, though, Doogie. More damage to 15. They seek and then draft or draw something. You know what it is. Let's just get after it, you know? I'm coming over! You think they want to take 8 to 11? I would. I would not want to lose my Horde Master, but whatever. Gate in for a draw later. I mean, you know, they're a Goblin mono red deck. I don't feel bad at all. It's like, think about your play lines. I'm not leaving. You're going to have to win this match, bro. Walking Shadow. My Shadow's all consuming, so no walks required, right? Oh my gosh, Etching, no blocks, take it. 13. Get boofed third. Draw a card, gain life. What a card to draw. Thank you. See you later. I'm going to hit with the Lion Sash as well. If they want to trade, that's fine, but I would imagine that the block goes to the Virus Beetle. We're going to discard here for a Drizzaw. Little looty booty. I guess there's nothing wrong with thinking about your play lines. Especially when you're up against HGG, right? You want to win that game, don't you? Not gonna let you, though. Oh, no. I mean, getting that Horde Master out of the way is the biggest thing, and now as long as they don't play the Aether Flux or Flux Capacitor, you know, whatever it is, it's the fantastic Gubo card. Then they'll never run out of value, right? They'll just keep having it appear into their hand. This is not the worst. That battle cry is quite nice. Right, they're gonna not crew it, but Kumano, which is also very good, right? They can't, I say crew, but it's enlist. Till next turn, right? So let's go ahead and take that out of play. It's enough damage, I want to try to just avoid it. And now force the discard of that last card in their hand. It's tasty. That was a steel creature. Good draw. Crap out this goblin. And this is just like flawless victory, you know? Bingo bango. Bongo! Yeah. Good game, bro. Going first, well, I mean, there's 3 land here. We're playing slow anyways, so the gate on 1 is actually probably the best time to play it, you know? We got that Faithful Disciple, Circuit Mender, Wandering Emperor, Pillars of Order, so good luck, I guess is what I'm saying. Let's see if we can get this match started here. Ayo, River. A little bit of coffee to power us up. They literally stand no chance. It's the name, it's the dragon, it's the sleeves, it's the play lines, the decks. Thou shalt not stand against me. I'm joking, of course. I'm on team dog shit, remember? Don't kid yourselves. Look for a second white source here, hopefully. Maybe we'll get lucky enough. Our opponent's on the dial-up connection. Come on, bro. Oh, my lord. Dude, what's mine say? Rahilda's a good card. It's incredible that it took you that long. I find it incredible anyways. First strike is nasty, and that draw ability. For those of you who don't know, when it deals combat damage to a player, exile non-land card from their library at random, and during a turn that you've attacked with a wolf or werewolf, you can play it with any mana. Yeah, dirty girl. She's cute though, look at her. Interesting. With the hammer hand. Pretty nice tech. And then they burn the other one. I'm just gonna go ahead and give you a big fat fucking nice, brah. I like it. I mean, that's a delicious play. Here for 7. Thankfully, it's first strike only here. It does flip to double strike nighttime. That ability would trigger twice. So we're down to 17. Take a chef, could be worse. And we are but a humble god among men. Do we do it now? Yes. Because I don't want it to flip tonight. You know? And if we don't cast, it does go to night, and they probably have other cards that utilize the night mechanic. Oh, get out of here, Squealer. I kind of like feel a little bit like Squee. You know, just with all my rees. His name should be Ree, not Squee. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Bro, what's mine say? I mean, it's a good block. Never mind, then. I mean, it's a decent block. We get the draw. Replaces itself. We need an artifact. It's a pretty big booty, though. Where's my artifact? Come back to me. Don't you... Stop it, dude. Let me take the draw. We need an artifact. That is, one of the cards that will work. Okay, we're okay. They don't have enough cards in grave. Right, they need another there. They're just going to hit us for 4, so we've got pretty good blockers, I think. Maybe they sack something for a draw. That's good. Definitely not bad. You know? Sack these artifacts. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes! Woo! It's just that easy, you know? All right, we're going to go first here. Love the land. Let's go. Whoa. I guess. I don't know. We're playing slow, though, so whatever. The untapped plains on one is more helpful than not. I mean, just having the appropriate colors here is always going to be more advantageous. We're going to take it now while there's no protection. Just get out of town, bro. Ninja! The actual ninja from Twitch. I thought this kid was playing Fortnite with his life. He's like, no, I'm coming to cast Delvers. Nothing but Delvers, baby. Let's go. Except for one. Like an absolute Chad. Player Faithful Disciple. It's a great card. Does it transformo? Yes, it always does, man. Always does. Yeah, you do that. No cast means they're trying to counter magic, and it's like, why would you ever try to counter magic a deck that has white on turn 4? You know they're not casting anything because it's the Emperor. Yeah, okay, bro, go ahead. And we also have a draw engine in play, which means we wouldn't want to cast, like, you know, there's just so many reasons not to hold up your mana for that turn, but hey, I don't know how to play the game. I just click on the pictures and throw things into play while they're tapped. Hashtag get fucking wrecked, you filthy casual. Play the blue deck, you're gonna get, you know, HGG and Top Gear. You play a general deck, yeah, okay, you know, we'll have a fun match, but you want to pretend you're at Worlds? We'll pretend you're at Worlds, baby! Oh, no! No! I just want to have fun. I love playing, just like, you know, that's what makes Commander and Brawl pretty cool, is like that, not all the matches are the same, you know? There's a lot of variation, even if you're playing the same deck, which is cool, and not that normal constructed decks are that way, but I do love just playing different matches of Magic, where it's not like, you know, my deck against Mono Blue over and over again. You're right, I want to play against some of the other beginner decks. I want to play, not against this goddamn shit. Maybe I'm the filthy casual. Let's try it, whatever. I I can make disappear. I can pay for make disappear, so it's got to be like a phase out or, you know, hexproof, whatever. I hope. And I actually don't mind that because it fucks it off for the turn, you know? Like, they're not hitting us next turn for 17. We might sack that Disciple at some point. They're still going to dominate us. I mean, it's mono blue, but look how well we did at the start. Just we're out of gas, and they don't run out of gas. Which is why I'm so toxic towards them. Just so salty, right? Dude, drink some water. Interesting. We know they're gonna kill the Emperor. Like, what do we do? What in the... Do we go wide? Try to juke them? Get no value out of it whatsoever? I'm gonna mend first, just as like, you know, out of left field. They're like, why are they spending their mana? Maybe I better spend mine. And then that will allow me to plus onto one of our, the Disciple. I believe. They don't counter it though. I was trying to pull out some counter magic. We can sack the token.
We must protect the people.
We can self-sack ourselves. I guess that's what self-sack means, right? And then it's still 2 free damage, baby. Down to 10. Don't want to sack too many creatures, you know? So it's okay to just sacrifice ourselves. They're gonna kill our Emperor. No, I know what you're... Do you regret bad-mouthing them, HGG? No. I'll do it again. As soon as I get any advantage. We know that this was going to happen. There's no way to stop it for ourselves. It just is straight up sad, dude. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. That's a good deck you got there. Where'd you find it? Same place I found mine in the game. I like how they give you the World Championship decks. They're like, here, you know, go for it then. Go for it, dude. First rare. Actually, yeah, well, I guess this was a mythic. They block the Disciple, maybe the Samurai, because then we don't get a draft. I would block the Samurai here and leak, you know, it's still 2 damage. Just saying. Come on, let me have it, daddy. Is there an out? Probably not. They have lethal in too. 3 if you go that. Oh, back to 2. It's in the battlefield tapped. We have the draws through the Mender, so I don't necessarily need the other. What I'm looking for is an Angel to block that Djinn, right? We're gonna get 4 damage in here, down to 2. I think we've done pretty well for a beginner free-to-play starter deck, you know? Stupid lands. So 2 damage in, down to 4. Something with flying. It's our last chance. Where were you? Oh, flying. Oh, flying. Dang, dude. Add it to the tally, Mono Blue. It's a good game. Close match. You know, I wouldn't expect to do any better than this against Mono Blue. I had fun. You know, that's as much fun as you can have playing against this deck, you know? Oakley dokely, having just a ton of fun with the build. That pesky Mono Blue deck, I've seen it's getting new tools as well within Brothers War. Surveil is back. Ah, no. You know, just fill your graveyard with more instants and sorceries. See if I care. I do, that's why I'm yelling about it. Anyways, just don't tell anyone about it. Keep it to yourself. Shh. You can share this deck, though. This is a deck that I would love to encounter in the ladder. You know, it's fun. It's not something we've seen played a ton of, even though we should see it more because it's a starter deck. But, you know, maybe it wasn't powerful enough before, and I do think we've really helped increase the strength of the deck like we have with all of the other decks, all found in that playlist, the 2023 starter decks, right? So check it out. Like I said, we do both Alchemy and standard versions for all 15 of the decks, so you're going to get whatever you want there. Have an absolute magical day. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on your way out.